Good morning. Welcome back or welcome to Yoga with Ciara. It's day 12 of promises. And so the other day I put this picture up in the Facebook group. And so this is me in my river with my galoshes and one of the big ratchet choppers that I have. And so last night in yoga, we were talking about my chainsaw again, because I spent the weekend either in the river with my big choppers and this chainsaw as well, or just chopping and chopping. And so it was so beautiful. Yeah, there's something very powerful about this being able, being able to chop with a chainsaw, to be able to, clamber around in the river and chop things and pull. And yeah, I was just thinking how the yoga that we practice is about being able to interact with the world around myself, and about how it makes me able to garden and to run and to recover and to all these amazing things, So yeah, let's keep practicing to be able, just able, and not able to X, Y. It's nothing in particular. It's just all of it. It's like able to know when you shouldn't do something, able to know when you can, able to um, feel and sense and, yeah, really know your own healthy boundaries about things. I think that's really important. So come into a child's pose and we shall begin. Very nice to be here this morning. Sunrise is just getting earlier and earlier, and there's a lunar eclipse on Friday. We probably won't see it all that well. It's going to be over in the Dublin side. So Dublin sunrise, sunset will all be sunrise, and lunar eclipse will be all together on Friday. So great to come. Full moon as well on Friday. So great. Landing in, arriving in onto your mat, into your child's pose. And just land. Feeling the deep of your belly, the back of your body, the sense of your ableness. Where are you able? How do you sense that in your body? Where do you sense that in your body? Nice. Hands to the floor, knees underneath your hips, and then just it coordinates. So squeeze the right side, squeeze the left side. Squeeze the right side, squeeze the left side. So just feel, as you coordinate, how does that feel in your body? Nice. Drop your right elbow down. Look towards the ceiling over your left shoulder. Come back up. Drop your left elbow down. Look over your shoulder on the right. Look at the ceiling. And back up. Right elbow down. Turn and look over the left shoulder. Back up. Left elbow down. Turn and look over your right shoulder. Nice. And come back up. Super. So I'm walking a little bit back on my mat. So I have space out in front of me. Reach your right hand forward and then lean your bum back and find the length of that right armpit. I have a yawn in there. So just feel as you lean back into your hips, as you lengthen into that right armpit. So it is going down, but back is more important. So it's length from my palm that's stuck on my yoga mat all the way back into that right hip. Nice. Change. Your left hand goes forward. Pull your left hip back. And just find that sense of length through the left side of your body. Nice. Come back to center. So we're going to do So reach towards the right as far as you can with your right hand. So it's like try to get your hand under the couch. So you're trying to reach under the couch. So your shoulder has to be as close to the floor as you can, and then come back up again. And so shoulder as close to the floor as you can, and then reach under the couch with your right hand. And how far to the right can you reach? And I can kind of pull myself along with the crawl of my fingers. Nice, come back up. Left hand, bring your shoulders close to the floor as you can. Walk your fingers as far to the left as they'll go. Come back up. One last time. All the way under the couch, reaching. And back up. Usually at this moment, people start noticing stuff that is actually underneath their couches. Take your right hand, dive it under the left armpit, and feel the twist. So your left hand is the scaffolding. So really deeply twist into the upper back. Nice. Other side, left hand under the right armpit. And coming back. So sit your bum back towards your heels, but keep your hands out in front of you and walk your hands towards the middle, and then pull your right elbow back into lawnmower. Or you could call it chainsaw. We were joking last night. Chainsaw. Everything's going to be chainsaw from now on. So pull your left elbow back, pull back into lawnmower, and then start to travel. So right elbow back. So I'm sitting my bum back into child's pose, and then I pull one elbow back, forward, pull one elbow back, forward. For me, there's something really yummy, juicy that's happening in the deep of the mid of my back, between my shoulder blades and to the back of my rib cage. So I have to stabilize so the muscles are engaging, but I'm also mobilizing. Nice. One more time each side. Pull, pull. Nice. Both hands to the floor. Roll deeply into your shoulders. And then roll in the other direction. Super cool. So rise up so that you're high on your knees. You're going to turn sideways so that your knees are on your mat and you're facing me, if that's easier. And then bring your right foot out to the side. Nice. And so grab your weight and bring your weight into your left hand. And then reach your left hand up towards the ceiling. And then just get taller. So squeeze your bum, push your hips forward, find length through the whole left side from the knee all the way into that palm. Push upwards with your palm. Nice. Bend your elbow and slowly see how low to the floor you can go with your left hand. Nice. Bend your elbow up as high as you can. Feel that upward motion, that lengthening upwards, reaching upwards. Really push through your palm as you reach up. Nice. Bend your elbow. Bring your hand down towards the floor. And again, bend your elbow, reaching up. And then as you reach up, reach your right hand towards your right knee, towards your right foot. So the up is the most important thing, but then you're reaching. It's like the bow of you or the bend of you is being engaged by the reach of your right hand. Which way would you prefer to look? Would you prefer to look down at your right hand, or would you prefer to look up at your left? Both really different. I think I prefer the back nook of my neck as I look down. So I really feel into the back of the left side of my neck, into where the occiput and the atlas join, a sense of the sternocleidomastoid muscle lengthening. Whereas when I look up, it's more the front guys. Oh, they're also sternocleidomastoids, but they're engaging a little bit too much for me. Nice. Bend your elbow, bend your knee, come to the other side. So bring your weight to your right hand, stretch your left leg out to the side, bend your right elbow, reaching up. Squeeze your bum, push your right hip forward, feel length through that right side of your body. Feel connection. Nice. Bend your elbow and then reach your hand down in the direction of the floor. Come up, push up, really push your palm upwards, push forward through your hip. I feel this engagement through the armpit, like the way we did earlier when we were reaching our arm. Nice. Bend your elbow and drop your hand down towards the floor. Nice. Again, reaching up, pause. At the same time, reach your left fingers down towards your left knee, towards your left foot. But I'm not changing shape, it's just creating tone in the reach. And again, I'm going to turn and look down at my foot, but you can look upwards. No, for me, upwards, less and less liking it. I like downwards, down towards the foot. As I push upwards through that whole right side of my body, it's like the reach of my left hand. Nice. Bend your elbow and bring your weight to the floor. Push back into your downward dog. So find your downward dog. Hands are on the floor, feet are on the floor. Pull backwards. Breathing into your belly. Nice. So stretch your right foot up towards your ceiling. Reaching up. And then bend both knees. Bring your knees to the floor. Step your right foot to the outside of your right hand. Lift your back knee off the floor. Pause there. Turn your back foot at a 45-degree angle. Bring your right elbow to your right knee and let your left arm dangle down in front of you. So it's just hanging. And then reach your left arm long beside your ear and then turn your chest towards the left. So then as I do that, I have this long side angle of the body. Nice. So pull your elbow down so it moves towards your hip. And then reach long through that left side of your body and find the elastic from the baby toe side of your foot all the way into your fingertips. And so there's different ways you can have your hand. One is that the baby finger is towards the ceiling. The other is that your palm is towards the floor. Right now, today, I want my baby finger towards the ceiling. That's really encouraging a sense of opening. Again, pull your elbow down towards your hip. And then lengthen through that arm. And find the elastic stretch through the whole left side of your body. Nice. Let your hand drop down. Grab hold of your weight and then rise up. Change the weight in your hand. So now your weight is in your right hand. Front knee is deeply bent. Reach the right arm straight up towards the ceiling and bring your left hand in the direction of your left knee. And so I'm going to bend more into my knee and then reach deeply up, pushing into my palm as I reach up. Super. Bend your elbow. Slowly bend forward. Bring your weight down to your chest. Weight down to your knee. Keep your weight on your chest. Rise up. Reach your hand up towards the ceiling. So the weight doesn't travel freely as you bend forward. It's stuck to your chest. So bend your elbow. Stick your weight to your chest. Bend forward. Bring your chest to your leg. Rise up. Weight is stuck to your chest. And then reach up towards the ceiling. Pause there. Again, reach your left hand down towards your left knee. Maybe if you want, you can look up here. That feels actually nicer than the other one that we did before. Reaching up, looking up. Nice. Bend your elbow. Weight is stuck to your chest. Bend forward. Bring your weight down. Push back. Downward dog. Find that sense of length through your legs, sense of connection. Nice. Stretch the left foot up towards your ceiling. And then bend your knees, bring your knees to the floor, step your left foot to the outside of your left hand. Turn your back foot, 45-degree angle, left elbow, left knee. Right arm is dangling. Bring your right arm long beside your ear and then turn your chest towards the right and find that sense of length and connection from your baby toe all the way into your fingertips. Wow, the pear tree has green on it. Oh, that's so cool. Wow, nice. Lovely. Spring is springing. So wonderful. Bend your right elbow and then pull your elbow in the direction of your hip. And then stretch that right arm and find the elastic of the side of your ribs, that sense of the reach down into your leg. Nice. Bend your elbow towards your hip, and then reach long. Find the elastic of the right side of your body. Nice. Drop your hand down, pick up your weight, rise up, bring your weight to your left hand and reach your left hand up. Right hand is resting on your thigh. Pause there. Maybe look up if you wish. Nice. Bend your elbows so your weight is stuck to your chest, and then bend forward so that your weight comes down to your knee. Weight is stuck to your chest. Rise up. Reach your weight up towards the ceiling. My right hand is resting on my right hip. Bend your elbows. Stick your weight to your chest. Forward. Weight down to your knee. Rise up. Weight stuck to your chest. Reaching up. Last one. Bend your elbow. Weight stuck to your chest. Forward. Rising up. Reach up. Pause. I'm looking up at my weight as I reach up towards the ceiling. Right hand is on my right thigh. Breathe. Nice. Bend your elbow, bend forward, weight to the floor, push back, downward dog. Find your connection. Nice. Knees to the floor, bum to the floor, stretch your legs out long and wide. So there's a Zoom class I did like way back. It was one of my Friday evening class. It was called Reach Two Stones. So Reach Two Stones was this idea that, and we did it in Earth when we had our two little stones. This idea that you placed things and then you try to reach them. So you're gonna get your weights and bring your weight on the left as far as it'll just naturally go. Where does it naturally land in wellness? And then bring your right weight out towards the right. Where does it naturally land? Kind of out towards the side. Cool. So your feet are wide, you're sitting on your bum, your weights are out to the side. So bring your left hand to the floor beside you and just see, can you reach the left weight with your right hand? Tap. And then see, can you touch the right weight with your left hand? Tap. And if it's very easy to touch, then push the weight a little bit away next time you go there. Where can you push it to? Where you can just about touch it. If you have a tin of beans, be careful that it doesn't roll away. So maybe let it stand up so it doesn't roll. And then push your left hand into your right weight. How far can you push your weight over there towards the right? And then just begin to travel. So reach towards the left weight, tap. Reach towards the right weight, tap. Reach towards the left weight, tap. And my bum is lifting as I go, and I'm really pushing into the floor with the stabilizing with my scaffolding hand. My scaffolding hand is really supporting me. So then let's see, without scaffolding hand, can we reach that weight? Oh, so without scaffolding hand, the opposite hand doesn't reach, but the real hand does. So that's still in my range. So now real hand reaches towards the left, and now real hand reaches towards the right. And I have no hands on the floor. Real hand to the left, real, real hand to the right. One more time. Bring your left hand to the floor, reach with your right hand, touch your weight, pause. Nice, come all the way back up. Right hand to the floor, reach your left hand over, touch your weight, pause. And coming all the way back up. Super. Come into a cross-legged position. Pause. Nice. Hands to your heart. Pause. Nice. Bring your palms forward, thumb and forefinger touch. Wide. Back of your hands come together. Scoop towards your heart, forward. Thumb and forefinger touch, down. Back of your hands come together. Scoop towards your belly, forward. So continue. Exaggerating the movement of your spine and your arms. So you're at a really wholesome maximum. Like, what is the dance of your arms that expresses your torso? Where do you find the expression of this in your body? So, one last time. And then offer forth all that you are. Just hold all that you are. Just for you, in you, of you. Nice. And then draw that towards your heart and hold it tenderly. How wonderful. So when we first built this house, when I first told people where I was, or when people first started coming out for sessions or doing yoga, they would tell me like, oh, I know this field. Years ago, I used to come here and sit on the rocks. Actually, this person has now joined us for yoga. They used to sit on the rocks at the end of the garden. There's all these bonsai oak that grow around the rocks down beside the river. And they would sit there and meditate while their son was in doing football up in the pitches. And then somebody else said, oh, I spent an amazing afternoon one day just sitting on the bank and, you know, lying there with a friend, and we just popped in just to see the river, and then we ended up staying there for hours. And then somebody else said that they wanted to build a meditation center in our garden. And I always think, wow, this is amazing. And then somebody came up to me recently and said, oh, I had this revelation. I peed in your garden. Before it was, when it was a field years ago, like what, 25 years ago, they were walking past one day and they had to go to the loo. So they jumped the wall and they remember that moment going, oh, wow, this is such a beautiful field. Wow, look at the trees and the river. And this is a magical place. And then also long later, it ends up to be a magical place for us as well. So please tell me your stories. I love them. I just think this is the stories are what, yeah, they're just such fun and flow and amazingness. So I will see you all tomorrow. And thanks again for joining me. There's my picture of my this picture of my chainsaw again and all my choppers and my my chopping. So great, lovely. Thanks for joining me, and I'll see you all tomorrow. Ciao, ciao.